Yes, sir.
We are back. Episode 2, and we got a name for y'all now.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
We got a name,
Spill
man.
it. Spill it.
It's called The Missing Lightbulb.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Shout out to our brother, Gio, for giving us the name.
Yes,
Sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
And everybody else for filling in. You know what I'm saying? Giving our names. We definitely got some DMs and everything on what suggestions. So we appreciate the feedback, the love, and everything when it comes to that.
Word.
For a fact.
Yeah, the feedback was fire, man. Like a lot of people reached out, giving their energy.
I feel like we came across exactly how we wanted to come across as well. Like that episode, people genuinely was like, yo, I learned a lot about how men want to receive things. I learned a lot about financial needs. And I was like, yo, I'm happy that it came across that way.
And I am as well. Ultimately, one of the biggest reasons why the Missing Lightbulb really just worked is because we want light bulbs to go off for everybody in different, like sometimes the light bulb's going off for us as we talk.
No respect.
This is a lot of times therapy even for us. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're really processing how you feel and how you think in real time.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yep.
light bulb go off. Yeah. You know, I don't know if y'all realize
What up?
we only got 2 more months into
this
the end of the year.
This thing flew by, bro.
This year,
Bro.
2023 is flown by, and we doing some major things.
Respectfully.
That, you know, we really coming into the end of the year, into the new year the right way with the content for everybody.
And it's wild because I feel like I just moved here.
Yeah.
And it's already at the end of the year.
It's already done.
Goes quick
This
as
is
a
it?
blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next month is November.
Let's talk about it. How do y'all think about my place? What do y'all think about it?
Place is fire. I ain't gonna lie. I was not like. I mean, I was expecting that. But,
Yeah.
But damn,
I gotta upgrade my. I gotta upgrade my couch at this point. Like I need to upgrade because like this is a perfect movie night. You know what I'm saying? Vibes and everything. Like
when the ball games happen, y'all gotta pull up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Basketball, football. Yeah, this is the spot. Yeah, bro.
Heavy. Pull up. 4 months in. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the first couple weeks, I was like, let me come over here. He was like, nah, not yet.
David was like, yo, bro, like, I want to come see the spot. And I'm like, bro, all I got is myself as an air mattress.
Me,
my
myself,
dog.
and I right now.
I
Boy,
am
just
not-
came from Utica.
I'm not ready for any of that.
I am not ready
You know
for
what I'm
any
saying?
company.
That's good,
We
man.
made
It worked out, bro.
Yeah.
In a
From
big
air
way,
mattress
so.
to all this. Yeah.
Respectfully,
that's huge,
man.
bro.
First off, we got to talk about the greatest ever. The greatest ever
What's he talking about?
to drop an album
The boy.
for all the dogs.
One.
Oh, yeah.
My boy Drake dropped an album called For All the Dogs. Wow, he left an uproar. Took over the internet.
So, like, my thing is, what do y'all think about the album? Like, are y'all rocking with it? Is it good? Is it mid? Is it like lower tier? What's up?
Lower tier, that's not even a question for me and Drake. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a Drake stan for real, but I also can be unbiased about my opinion about this album. I think there's a couple songs that are tossaways that weren't needed.
Skips.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Like delete that shit straight
Come
off.
on,
from the
Skip.
album.
Skip.
but a lot of songs stick out to me heavy that I know I'm gonna play all the time. Like the song that my brother Cash Cobain produced the beat for.
Hey.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's
Slap.
wavy.
And that's the 3rd track on the album. But I am gonna say, and this is the Drake effect too. The songs that he drops aren't for now.
Mm-hmm.
We all know there's albums that we listen to now or that happened back in the day, and we're like, I never listened to this track, but it hits now. So I don't always say for Drake albums they're like, this is a skip, this is a no-go, this is a dub, because I know it might hit later, because that's the Drake effect. A lot of the Drake effect songs, they'll slap for me later. So when people just toss them out all of a sudden really quick, and also, only had the album for like a week. Like let that
let it marinate.
Drop Friday.
Let it marinate.
Yeah.
They just already like, nah, this is whack. Like you just hate Drake. If you're just saying it's whack, everything was whack, you just hate Drake.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It was trash.
Whole thing.
Listen.
The whole thing.
If we talking about Scorpion, we talking about nothing was the same. I can't really compete. I can't put this next to any of those albums, bro. Like it was good.
So,
but
comparing it, it's lesser, and you're saying it's lesser, or you're saying it's trash.
I'm saying it's trash. I'm saying it's trash for multiple reasons. Like there's songs on it that I was expecting him to go crazy.
Yeah.
And when he jumped on it, he was just like, yeah, whoa. Yeah.
I think he talked this talk at a lot of verses.
Yeah,
I hear you though. I hear you.
He was doing
Was
his
it
thing.
better? Okay, was it better than Hurt Loss?
No.
His last joint.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
you're
not.
saying this is the ultimate worst?
this
for
is
Drake.
the worst album?
Nah,
Wow.
the worst. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
dang, that's a high.
Honestly,
take.
I was kind of rocking with the one with Sticky on it. The one
Oh,
with
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
sounded like he went to Greece and just made the album or whatever. Even that,
Yeah,
felt
honestly,
like a
never
little better.
mind. Honestly,
Yeah.
never mind. That one's the one.
okay, yeah, I know.
where
Yeah.
he really. All right, so here I'm gonna tell you my biggest problem. Right.
Talk to me.
So my biggest problem with the album is it's called For the Dogs. Is it For All the Dogs?
For
or
all the dogs.
For all,
So you're
all right,
about-
For
I
All
know
the
what you're about to say because
Right,
he's
For
saying
All
on
the
it.
Dogs.
Because he's saying on it.
Oh my gosh, you beat me to it.
Because he's saying on the
Yeah.
You
track.
beat me to it. How is it For All the Dogs?
Yeah.
And he said, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring the old Drake back. And where was the old Drake? You know what I'm saying? Where was the old Drake?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. I love Drake as well. You know, I think that there is some of this going on as far as like culturally and through social media, wherever the case is. It's like the very famous Spider-Man line. You know what I'm saying? You either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Drake is so built up right now
Yeah.
that I mean, I remember this even like for like not to get on a sports analogy, but the Patriots dynasty or the Alabama Crimson Tide dynasty, like they win so much. People want to see you lose.
They wanna
you
see
know
you
what I'm
fail.
saying?
That's natural.
You know, and
Yeah.
especially when you're already super commercial, people love you more when you're on the upcoming.
uprise.
So he's already in a unique space and like area that like nobody really is on, right?
Yeah.
Besides only a few in the generation,
Yeah.
and I can even touch base on that. But what I would say is, if it's For All the Dogs,
Yeah.
it got to be more rapping on it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get that.
Really
I think
do.
he did still have a lot of rapping compared to his past projects. Kind of like what you said, honestly, never mind.
Yeah.
And for her loss.
Her loss.
Her loss.
Her loss. Yeah.
But in a general sense, when I did hear, I know as a as a listener, once I heard the singing, I said, yeah, they about to come at me.
Man.
They about to. I'm over here
But-
fighting for him. Like,
Especially
no.
like, okay, so the track with J. Cole and Drake, that one pissed
First person
me off.
shooter.
You didn't
To my
like it?
core, bro.
You didn't like it?
Bro,
Nah,
J. Cole,
I like that
J.
song.
Cole
like that one,
rapping
though.
his ass off.
J. Cole smoked him.
He
Yeah.
smoked him.
Yeah.
You said J. Cole did?
J. Cole
Yeah, J. Cole
smoked
did
him,
his
but
thing.
I
J.
was
Cole did his thing.
expecting
But he came
Drake
respectfully.
to like, give that energy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you heard 8
But
a.m. in Charlotte.
you know what?
Yeah.
I was expecting him to go like that.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
nigga went on there talking about like, what did he say?
He said, I go to
Tandra,
dinner.
Takesha. He started naming girls, bro. Like,
No, but the part that I did like in that song was when he's like, I go to dinner with a bunch of baddies and everything, and they started debating about who to go. And I'm like, go
no,
ahead,
no,
say it,
say
say
it, say it.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah. Could you imagine being Drake though? Like niggas just love you,
Yeah.
bruh. Like you
Yeah.
just be listened to all the time. You're the talk of everywhere. And like you potentially, and he even said on that song, First Person Shooter, he said, I'm one away from Michael Jackson. Like he talking a lot of shit on
But he's
this,
not
yo.
talking
He
it, though.
said, I'm one
He said
away.
he's not.
He's not proving it with that track, bro. I
I think he's proving like
rap-
the streams. It's like the streams and just the way people view him.
Do you
Yeah.
think he's gonna
And-
get his next hit on this album?
Huh?
Yeah.
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 You think what?
You think he's gonna get his next hit on this album?
Yeah.
Like
Next
another
hit?
like a worse behavior or
Oh, now, see, I'm not
Like-
gonna lie to you. It's funny that you keep mentioning that
Yeah.
because Nothing Was the Same is actually I think my favorite album of all time.
Yeah,
Nothing Was the
yeah,
Same.
I can say that
I
too.
think Nothing Was the Same. What? That is some heat, bruh.
whole
Like
thing.
at worst behavior,
Tuscan leather.
like everything. Yo, he was. Man, he was in his bag
Yeah.
on that. He created a lane. He created a new sound.
Yeah.
He created a new genre.
Yeah.
Before Drake, there was just really rapping. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then Drake came out with the melodic rapping. You know what I mean? Like he's the singing, rapping. And so he stayed true to that. And I had conversations with, some girls about this.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, he stayed true to himself or whatever. And that's cool. But like, I think the best form of Drake is the rapping Drake. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not when he's trying to be more singing Trey Songz type of Drake. I don't think, it's interesting about Drake because I don't think that he's ever really created a bad song.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Like
agree,
Drake doesn't really make bad songs. I think one of his worst songs is the cameras or the good ones last.
Cameras?
Yeah. I don't like that one.
I'm
Yeah,
tryna-
that one to me is his worst
Cameras.
song.
Cameras?
Really? I like
that
Cameras.
one. That was
Only
on take.
on
That was on
Cameras.
I like
take.
Cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the good ones Good Ones Last or something. Like, yeah, bro.
Really?
Like, to me, like when he's spitting, like when he had the song Lord Knows with him and Rick Ross.
Lord Knows, yeah.
That was crazy. Or him and Lil Wayne, Hell Yeah, fucking right. Like, I really fuck with that.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, he'll snap on features. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He
that's fucking problems.
I feel like there's a lot of artists, they come in, like J. Cole, like you said, and I said as well, J. Cole came ready to show his pen off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
J. Cole came crazy. And respectfully so, on a Drake album, you have to come like that. But into somewhat what y'all saying, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think y'all opinions and I think y'all moods towards this album will change with time. Generally, that always happens with most of Drake's albums.
He was rapping on that song like he was rapping next to 21 Savage or Future. You don't
You
do that.
just don't respect the
with
way he came
Jermaine
off.
Cole, bro. You don't do that, bro. That's you. We've heard Drake rap. We know he can give it up, bro. We know. We heard 8 a.m. in Charlotte. We heard 5 a.m. in what was it? 5 a.m. in New York. Like he's on timestamp. Like we heard. He can
5 a.m. in Toronto.
5 a.m. in Toronto.
No, he can
8
spit.
a.m.
My
in
favorite-
Calabasas.
my favorite-
Like we know
yeah.
he can spit. Like, why is he not performing that way next to J. Cole? He's not rapping next to Future. He's not rapping next to 21 Savage. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, he has a song where it was like, "Can I hit it in the morning?" with him and J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? I do rock with that song a lot. You know what I'm saying? With him and J. Cole.
I get what you're saying, though.
But I mean, let's be honest though, and I it's interesting, man, because to me, I think Drake is the you know, in a lot of ways, the best artist of this generation. So he's already held to a super duper high standard, and so we expect a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the most scrutinized rappers, but at the same time, you know, even though he's so highly scrutinized and compared to you know these unrealistic expectations, like I'm gonna ask y'all a question: like, is he better than Jay-Z? Is he better than Kanye West?
In what regard?
And like as a total artist, what do y'all think? Overall,
as a full package, as an artist?
As a full let's just say lyricism.
Lyricism.
From a lyric standpoint, is he better than them two for y'all?
Than Jay-Z?
Jay-Z or Ye?
Jay-Z's high for me.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
I think definitely Kanye. Yes, he's more lyrical than Kanye. I think so. I think Kanye is producing wise and filling a song. Kanye knows how to fill an entire beat, an entire track. I think Drake has him with making a hit song, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Drake knows how to make a hit song. Kanye knows how to make a full song, if that makes sense in any sense. But Jay-Z, I don't know. I love Jay-Z. I grew up off of Jay-Z, so
yeah.
Jay-Z's lyrical as hell. I remember there was times I'd be listening to Jay-Z because my brother put him on. I'm like, damn, that is pure
like art. Yeah.
Like whoa.
Yeah.
But lyrically,
he just don't
Jay-Z
Drake, and he's phenomenal. Like what he does, like. But and this is not a shot or knock at Drake in any type of way, but he doesn't have a college dropout. You know what I'm saying? Like an album like that. He doesn't have like a Diamonds or anything. He approaches like music differently. I think what so many people relate to Drake about is like he's like for years, bro, like everybody knows there's a ton of misogyny in rap, like a ton of like jewelry, clothes, cars, drugs, popping Molly and all that other stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's super superficial.
Yeah.
But what Drake did was he took it from a human like standpoint and literally what we're all dealing with, like, you know, mentally, you know what I'm saying? He broke it down, or a relationship maybe not feeling adequate. Like he almost comes across like almost like it's almost like therapy rap. You know what I'm saying? Not a Rod Wave, but people like say similar things about Rod Wave. Like he just seems down to earth.
It's like emotion. Like. It's emotion.
Right.
You can express your emotion.
He's not emo, but he brought out the emotions with it. So I think that's what transcended him, because the sound sounded so much different than a lot of different artists out there.
Yeah.
So you're already in a unique category because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but yeah, I think Jay-Z, like some of this stuff he created, and that's what he's getting fairly or unfairly get compared to. Jay-Z came with more of a political rap. You know what I'm saying? More lyrical, like, you know, dealing with the streets, how black people are looked at, like how to come up, you know, things of that nature.
Yeah, and you're right. Like the bring up is completely different. Drake,
definitely,
the brassy, like born on TV. Like there's nothing. I mean, and when you compare it to Jay-Z, I mean, completely different type of rap. Completely different.
I think the funniest bar Drake said was, "I didn't start acting gangster till now." I was like, "All right, Drake."
Yo, at least he keeping it a bean though.
One line where he was talking about how like his boy gave him a pound to flip, and he said he couldn't flip it, so he had to bring it back.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that bar. That's funny though. That's funny.
He said, "I'm not gangster. I never really was gangster until now."
Yeah.
He's like even started talking about how like he had a pound, he couldn't flip it, so he had to bring it back.
That is
but
dope.
he never talked like that in any of his songs.
Yeah.
Like, it's never been like bringing guns out or like intimidating niggas with guns or drug selling or anything like that. None of it.
I think that's what's attracted like about Drake. He's so transparent.
Yeah.
Like even with like women.
Oh yeah, he'll say names.
Even what he's saying just now.
He'll say names. He'll make a lot brief. Like he'll make like very clear specific details of what's going on, so everybody can be like, "Oh, he's talking about Rihanna."
Yeah. And he did say auntie a lot.
Yeah,
he said that, and he called it like he said the bad girl. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's like, "Oh, he's taking shots at Rihanna." Yo, but did y'all hear that he's apparently that Bad Bunny is apparently secretly signed to OVO?
I did see that. Birdman said that, right?
Yeah.
Birdman's been coming out the woodwork. Birdman came out the woodwork talking a lot.
Signed to OVO. So if Drake signed Bad Bunny,
he's the smartest man.
Like, I mean, the sales rocketing. You know what I mean? Because that is just ridiculous.
They don't get smarter than Bad Bunny.
And Bad Bunny's supposed to drop. I actually fuck with I like Bad Bunny a ton, and I can't even understand or articulate everything. But you just tell when a brother is spitting. And a homeboy is spitting. And apparently he dropped a list of his playlist, like the songs and everything. I think it's going to be like 18 songs. Y'all ain't see the picture?
Nah, I ain't see that.
Yo, so it's like 1 through 18. He put Fuego on everyone.
On every song.
Every one of them. It's gonna be heat, bro.
I know the one song, someone was a Spanish friend of mine was interpreting what the song said, and it was like, "Auntie says when you're gonna bring a girl home," and he started naming off mad girls that he's been hooking up with. I'm like, that's what the song's fire.
Me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Ey. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Me las voy a llevar a todas.
But he's just naming mad girls who he's hooking up with. I'm like,
he's a playboy.
Shout out to him.
He's a playboy.
Because this whole time I thought he was saying something totally different. Yeah. This man is just naming off. Auntie said, when it done, I bring Ashley, then I bring.
I didn't know you named the girls. That's crazy.
I know what song you talking about too, yo.
I love that song.
That song slaps.
Say cheese.
He a god over there, bro.
Yeah,
he
for real.
just really runs shit.
Bro, he performed. I think it was on top of a gas station back in.
Yeah, you saw that clip
back in this country, bro. Crazy. The whole
city moved, bro.
Having that type of power goes crazy.
Yeah. Good for him.
Shout out to Bad Bunny.
Shout out to Bad Bunny.
And shout out to Drake, regardless of what my boys are saying, respectfully.
So, we just hit it with the truth.
Maybe this break is gonna work.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
I wouldn't say like with the most, but I think the minimum, I feel like within the like 200 to 300 range is like normal.
That's the minimum?
Yes.
What makes you think that's normal?
And that's me being like nice. Like I feel like if you're trying to take someone on a really nice date and really trying to impress a girl, like okay, you're paying for dinner at a nice place. You're doing.
This is a first date we're still talking about.
Yeah, don't you want to impress the girl on your first date? Like you want to show her a good time, get drinks, get dinner, do something else. Like I don't know.
Well, but is that realistic for a man to want to spend $300-400 the first time he's getting to know a chick?
I think so. Otherwise, what are you doing? If you're not trying to impress someone, you're just like wasting your time. You're just what? You're just trying to screw them?
What does he get in return for dropping $400 on a first date for you?
He gets my attention.
But a lot of people have a lot of different ideas on how to approach it. Like, is there a maximum or a minimum amount that you should like invest in a first date? You know what I'm saying? How much? What is your mindset or mentality around a first date? Like getting to know someone, and also when it comes to spending. You know what I'm saying? What is that for you guys? Curvin. Apparently, Rich just looked straight at you. I guess the boy needs some time to think about it.
No, I know. I want to hear what Kermit got to say.
Nah, chill out. So, I mean, I think, man, I got a hot take on this shit.
Yeah,
I know. That's
what we want to.
I don't even want to say it.
Nah, go ahead. We
just gonna edit that bitch. I mean, listen, all right. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to first dates, I'm not even doing that. Like, I'm not whining and dining you on a first date. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm gonna take you to a coffee spot. I'm gonna take you to some, somewhere to walk around, to some park, because I need to know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah.
Like, I need to at least fill you out, or maybe if we've been talking for a while, we've been on like FaceTime, and I see that this is going to be a good time if I take you on an expensive date, then okay, then my investment won't be in vain. But I'm not about to take you out on a first date to Orlando H off of just like, in case y'all don't know where Orlando H is, a very like
expensive, nice,
sophisticated, nice spot here in Orlando.
Alfredo fondue in there, cheese fondue.
I gotta go.
Mix it.
You gotta go.
It's
valid.
Oh, bro, it's
I gotta find someone to go with.
It's like that.
She's gonna like it, bro.
Yeah.
She gonna like it too. I promise.
Love.
But yeah, I'm not about to do that if I don't even know what I'm getting myself into. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me personally, but to each his own.
I definitely get that breakdown of.
What about you?
Like, I like dinners. The first time meeting someone. I think over food. I like food. So I don't mind having a date over food and dining food. I don't want to.
Would you spend a couple $100 on a first date? Like, let's say $300 plus.
Nah, that's wild.
Yeah,
It doesn't even seem logical. If I did it unknowingly because we were having so much fun and we just did a bunch of things, then I don't mind doing that. But if we're going in and you're expecting me to spend $300 minimum, that's just saying you're not even caring about this date. You're not genuinely caring about me. You're genuinely caring about my purse, my bag, my Birkin. Like,
the Birkin, the boy got a Birkin on it. Boy got a Birkin.
It don't make sense. It doesn't add up as to the amount of money spent on the vibe doesn't make sense. It depends on our vibe, how much we connect, how much we hit it off. Because I spent all that money. Now we both learned we don't like each other.
Right.
Now, what did we do this for?
You out of $300-400 and y'all don't even have chemistry.
Yeah. And then in that one clip that Kermit was talking about, I think I saw the end where she was like, "What did the guy get out of this?" And she responds is my attention.
Yeah, my attention.
Second date.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what she said,
ma'am.
Right.
It's okay. I can find somebody else.
I can get somebody else's attention. Like, it's not that serious.
What's your opinion on it, my brother?
Yo, so okay, all right. I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying. I'll tell you my approach and the pitfalls, the downfalls, and everything. Which a lot of times I feel like, man, it felt like late '90s, early 2000s. A lot of times when you're getting to know somebody, you'll talk on the phone a lot. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and that's okay. I think that you should always at least get a FaceTime in, right? Nobody wants to be catfish. You know what I mean?
We'll get into my catfish one day, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been a couple times, bro. Like, I think that's one of the things too, right? Because when you're talking about spending hundreds of dollars, whatever, on a date, and it's like we don't even know we have chemistry.
Exactly. That's what I was looking for.
Maybe we haven't even really spoken on the phone like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I honestly need to get better. Sometimes I go out on dates and I haven't really spoken to you on the phone like that. We're just kind of text messaging or whatever the case is. And you gotta at least see if you connect on a certain thing you think like-minded or whatever. But I don't think that you should be spending no super bag or anything on a first date because we don't know if we like each other. You know what I'm saying? We need to do something more personable. Like you said, there's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, like going on a coffee date. Just or as
I do respect that.
Because honestly, the coffee date could turn into a $500. Like if I'm rocking with you,
the
coffee date could damn near turn into a $500 date.
It could turn into like the Roof Chris's or the H, as you said, STKs and all that. But
STK.
STK. You feel me? Like all great stuff. steak spots, even though steak spots is kind of overrated these
You
days.
think so?
This is a little overrated. I don't know about y'all. We actually went to where we go for my B-Day.
Capitol Grill?
Capitol Grill. The steak, you know what I'm saying? Not to get super
the steak was good, but the presentation was nice.
The presentation was like that.
Presentation was
Presentation
good.
was
Shout
like
out Capitol
that.
Grill.
But here's
They sponsored this episode.
Shout out to
Go get
Capitol
that
Grill.
bag.
Yo, I don't know if y'all like be feeling this way or thinking that, but I done tried a couple different steak spots, and not to get too sidetracked.
Yeah.
But one thing I actually like to make a good steak in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I like
Me
to
too.
cook. I like to cook me.
Chef
sir.
Brody Styles.
Chef Styles here,
Yeah,
you
Chef
know,
Styles.
in the house. No, but like I like one of the things, man, was like some of these nicer restaurants is they don't be seasoning their food, and we all know that the nicer the restaurant, the lesser the portions.
Yes, it's like this big.
The lesser the portions.
How?
I get a steak and like a green bean or two in a presentation.
said
be
green bean or two.
Be super nice, but everything else be less than.
Yeah.
So and one man, I remember one time I went out, you know what I'm saying, on a date. This girl, you know what I'm saying, worth it. You know what I'm saying. This is my shorty at the time. You know, we
Okay.
we right. Yeah, look at
Talk.
we rocking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that, whatever. But so we go out to a steak spot, man, and we both ordered a ribeye. And once we like, you know what I'm saying, trying it or whatever, we look at each other like, man, it's seasonless pizza.
This ain't it.
Hey, my boy came out. This is grade A prime beef steak right here. Imported in on Wednesdays only. You know what I'm saying?
They love that. They love to say imported,
our cows are like our homegrown.
Imported from where?
Our cows are homegrown from Austin, Texas only.
Yeah,
You know
The way
what I'm saying?
and the words they be using in the hand motions, they be gassing it. Like
Yo,
it tasted.
But I'm
regular.
telling you, I'm like, hold on, did y'all put season on it? It was like, yeah, salt and pepper. No, we need some actual season. Man, y'all have some of my steak, y'all rock with it. But like spending hundreds of dollars and not even really understanding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What
It's
the deal
the
is.
logic, like you're saying, you're about to get into. The logic, you got to understand it. I met you for 5 seconds. I thought you were very attractive. We hit it off, said, hey, let's hang. Let me get to know you. After that point, you deserve $500?
No.
Wait, time out. I just met you. And
Through an app.
Yo, I got
Nigga.
hey, listen, through an app. You
Through
know
an
what I'm
app.
saying? What has a shorty said on a first date where it's like instant turn off? It could be within the first 10 or 15
Instant
minutes
turn
where
off.
you know, like, this ain't gonna go much further. You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason why you shouldn't even spend it. But like, what has a girl said that's been like, this is not a good one? Nothing out there. All right, I'll go first.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
go first because I actually got a I actually got a couple.
Damn.
I'm telling y'all everything about the boy. So
safe space.
Yeah, it's a safe. Listen, this is a safe space. I hope everything right here is a safe space. Y'all gonna be talking about me and dragging about me in the comments. Y'all gonna feel like y'all know me at the
it's
end
the
of this.
missing light bulb, man.
Nah, for
Yeah,
real.
that's
Like,
it.
it's the light bulb that went
Yeah.
off, right? Yeah, look, when they started saying that, a light bulb, like, this not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna. Nah, but so one of the things, man. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Talk to me.
Yo, I'm a scary movie like person. Like I like scary movies. I like horror movies. Don't give me The Exorcist. You know what I'm saying? Not the spiritual, like they literally casting out demons and stuff like that. Like give me something like Don't Breathe or The Ring. You know what I'm saying? The Fog or something like that. You know, those movies are good, like suspense thrillers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it give you an opportunity, you know, to boo up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't worry. Look, you jump scares and whatnot. I got you, girl. Like, this is a safe
jump
space
right on
with
my
me.
lap,
Yeah,
like-
exactly. I'm so scared. I'm here, baby. Right.
My man David said, I got you, girl.
Right. You can't necessarily do the same things with a comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Rom-coms is dope. You not feeling that?
You don't like rom-coms?
I like me a rom-com.
I do like rom-coms. Ain't funny, but like I don't know. There's something about when y'all both low key kind of scared, and the man got to play tough too because they be getting jump scared too. He kind of hiding behind it. Nah, baby, I got you. Nah, but all right. So let me get to my point. Right.
Oh, I feel like David tried to be like, "Oh, you scared?"
I'm talking like,
Right. Don't be scared, baby. I protect
I got
you.
you.
right here. You good right here.
So shorty, so we go out on a date, yo, right?
Yeah.
Right. Knowing how I feel, how I just went into depth and context with, right?
Yeah.
Shorty was like, so we talk about like, you know, our interests in different movies or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I don't do scary movies at all. I'm
really?
Like, ooh. Yeah, that one was like, yikes. Like hair on my arm stood up like, ugh, that was unattractive. But
really?
So yeah, it wasn't cute, right?
It was a deal breaker for you?
So she said that and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm saying out loud to each his own, and like that's cool in my head. I'm thinking like, yeah, that's already that's already a red flag. That's already a red flag. But on top of that, so I was like, so you know, earlier she was telling me that she had been in a long-term relationship for several years, and I'm like, was your ex never like into like scary or horror movies? She's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And I was like, really? Okay, so you would actually watch it together, and like she was like, no, I would make him watch it by himself when I was at work.
That's crazy.
She was like, I'll be at work, and like I tell him like to watch it like when I'm not around.
Oh,
so here's the moral of the story. Let's bring it full circle to the moral of the story. And this is a common theme with me. There's something about supportiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not always going to be something that, you know, your girl wants you to do. Maybe she wants you to go to paint and sip with those. Was wavy. I like the paint. But maybe that's not your thing. Or maybe she wants you to see the new Mermaid. And everybody that's in a relationship know that girl took them to see the Little Mermaid and whatnot.
Or the Barbie movie.
Or the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
I would probably just go watch it. But yeah, I'll watch the Barbie movie. But yeah, but something like that. You know what I mean?
You're David on a roll.
You know what I mean? So there's always going to be those things, but your attitude towards it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not scary movies not gonna be everybody thing, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that you just like you're not supportive, that says volumes about like that's a microcosm of how you are in a lot of different scenarios, in my opinion, yo. Because it just sounds like you're not a supportive person at all.
Word of the day, microcosm. Microcosm. I would say so. What you genuinely like is someone that is open to the idea of things.
Yeah, you got to be open-minded, for sure.
I love that. I'm the same way. If you're totally closed off on certain things, I mean, if you're just a very scared person of certain things, I won't be too upset to it. But if you're just like, no, I'm not doing this. This is not a thing. It's kind of like there's no room to grow on anything.
It does depend, like context. Like for example, if you like very closed off to roller coasters or something like that, or a drop zone, that might be a little different. You know what I'm saying? I get on roller coasters too. I love roller coasters. But if you some like, you know what I'm saying, that okay, all right, I'll give you a pass.
But if you have like an openness to it, or it's just like, no, like, I understand that you like that, but I'm just not gonna do it. It's just how you approach yourself. How you present it. If you just say like no, like that, how she responded, that's kind of
do
like,
it while I'm away from the house. Let me not be home.
Like you're not even willing
when
to,
I text
like
you.
try it a little bit.
Exactly. By your damn self, watch it.
It's crazy. Yeah.
For me, it wasn't something that she did. It wasn't something that she said, and it's not necessarily something I didn't like. It was just, it was so funny. We went to some restaurant. So funny.
We're gonna spit it out.
We went to some restaurant, right? And beautiful woman. And out of nowhere, we got the food, and she's just like, "Don't judge me." I'm like, "Don't judge you." What happened? She whips out the hot sauce.
Oh, she brought it like in her purse with her. Oh shoot!
And that sat in my head.
Where's she from? Louisiana?
Nah,
that's crazy.
But I was like, she's like, "Don't judge me." It's the way that she went about it that was just cute to me. I was like, she's like, "Don't judge me. I just genuinely, I need it hot. And I know they're not going to have it as hot as I want it." And I said, respectfully.
Out the purse?
Yeah, bro.
She kept it on yeah.
Like she's done this before.
On deck. She kept it on
this
deck.
This is not the first time, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, that's dope.
For me, there was this one time I went to this restaurant, and I had plans to go somewhere else afterwards. I couldn't really rock with her for the whole night, so I let her know ahead of time. And during the conversation, during the dinner or whatever, we kind of like got a little touchy, you know, like we was definitely giving vibes. She was giving me rhythm, like for sure.
The chemistry's there.
The chemistry was there.
The light bulb went on.
The light bulb was flickering. It was doing all types of flickering.
Oh yeah,
it was going crazy, bro. And so she was giving me vibes and everything, and her suggestion was, yo, like, forget your plans. let's go back to the crib.
Woo!
I was like,
Energy.
I can't do that. I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
You know, I made plans. I gotta go see
Oh, you
people.
hit it with the made plans. Ooh.
Yeah, I already made. I told her that from the beginning though.
Oh,
I told her that from the
okay.
beginning.
Let her know expectations.
Yeah. So I went along with my plans, and she's blowing me up the entire ride there. Okay, this I'm going to Tampa, by the way. So this whole ride
You're in
to Tampa,
Orlando and you driving to Tampa.
Yeah, she's blowing me up, complaining about the fact that I did not stay.
Really?
Yes. And at first I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, she
really want to see me.
She want to fuck with the boy.
She
All
was
right,
feeling the
that's
kid.
cool. But it kind of got kind of creepy, bro. Like the way she kept was the energy
Persistent.
around it. I was just like, yeah, I can't really.
That can be a turnoff. Heavy.
Yeah, it was too much. Like I just met you.
Yeah.
Like relax. We're not dating. I can't even imagine if we start dating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Respecting the boundary. That's heavy. That was
wasn't with it.
if that was to I probably have something like that. It's just once you start doing too much, because if a dude did that, roles reverse. If a dude did that,
oh
that's
my
weirdo
gosh.
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
it is.
weirdo
Super
vibes.
weird.
It is. It
Yeah.
is.
So like I feel like that's just come on, read the room, mama. I said no. We had a great date.
Yeah.
Was it a great date?
It was a
still?
great date.
Yeah.
It was a great date. It was just
Read
too
the
much.
room.
Now, but you know what
Too
they
pushy.
say, common sense ain't common because it's intelligence. It's not sense.
Say it again for the people in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, y'all want one
I
more
ain't hear the
time
last part,
for
but
those
the
in
light bulb
back.
is flick. It's almost up.
So when you have a lack of like actual intelligence, like you're not going to like understand some things, because there's a lot of times like where I'm just like, everybody should know that. You know what I'm saying? You would
Yeah.
think it's just
Yeah.
common knowledge. You feel me? But like sometimes people could be socially awkward as well. People don't know how to like interact in a room with other people. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like when you're getting to know somebody, one of the big things is like when you get to know somebody you dating, whatever, like seeing how they could be, whatever, like when you bring them around your guys or, you know, for
That's
your
a big
girl,
test.
That's a
Ladies,
big test. Oh
That's
my
a big
gosh.
test. A big test. Talk about it.
I could talk about this in a lot of I can talk about this in a lot of different ways. In so
Bruh.
many different ways,
That's a
man.
big
But
test.
like you just don't want to screw that up. Like how you act in a social environment, can you handle your own? You know what I mean? Whether it's around the friends or even like maybe potentially if y'all get their family and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Because if you rude or like you don't talk or you're like super socially awkward or whatever the case is, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to babysit them through every social function that we go through
nah.
to make sure that they're good. And you want somebody to be able to thrive in those type of scenarios.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. And ladies, this is just obviously we all know it's a big test. Like to bring a lady that you've been talking to around the fellas, bruh, the way you maneuver through that is so important.
So important.
It's
so
so
crucial.
important. Like
It can make or break the way they look at you.
Yeah,
It
you
can.
can mess up a whole
It
relationship just messing up this one interaction.
respectfully, because
Yes.
if right when we go separate ways, we link up with the fellas again. And the first thing we
They
hear,
giving it up.
first thing we hear is, bro, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah.
Pack her up, bro.
Yeah.
She gotta go. That's bad.
Yeah.
But if the first thing you hear is, bro, that's the one, you better start acting right, bro. Like that feel good.
That's a
yeah,
good look.
feel good.
It
That's
really
a-
do. It's like,
feel-
damn,
Like,
did
we-
they approve?
We
Hey,
been
say
there.
less.
I've been there, like
Yeah.
supporting y'all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
y'all been the same way with me. Like it's a big thing.
It's a
like
huge
you,
thing.
you want your homies to be able to think highly. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
we all had moments like that. That's interesting. Okay.
we have
fault.
all had moments. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And some have passed.
Some were great, some were bad. You know what I'm saying?
And some have failed. Yeah, very, very flagrantly. You know what I mean? And so,
The shots.
Some have failed.
yeah, very, very,
light bulb
very,
never
very-
flicked on.
The light bulb. They didn't get the light bulb.
They didn't get the light bulb?
The light did.
Maintenance man never came.
The light bulb never came. And so, yeah, that's a big thing, man. But it's so funny, yo. I'm surprised. Like maybe I'm a little more quicker to like certain judgments than y'all because you know, I could tell like within sometimes even like 10 to 25 minutes of like, is this going to be someone I even want to really like talk to or something like that? Like sometimes you can't always tell, but sometimes you can 100% tell.
and be
You
like-
know what I'm saying? Just the energy and vibe and whatnot.
Do you think you're the pickier one out of all of us or no?
I'm definitely.
I am very. Actually, we're all.
Nah. Yeah. You're definitely very picky. I remember.
Damn, why you double down on my dog like that?
Double down on it. Double down.
David, no, I'm too picky.
Yeah, no, that's facts. So let's. What is the most attractive trait that a girl can show right off the bat? Let's say we could do girls and then like also what men can show too. Let's keep it.
We can improve
Let's
on.
keep it balanced.
Keep it accountable.
For me, if she's really like. This is tough.
It is, yeah.
It is actually when I think about it. But I do like a very caring person.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she's caring, like genuinely a caring person, like say I walked away from the table real fast and she's like, hey, I just ordered you because I know that's like you're thinking about me. You're not just thinking about yourself. Mm-hmm. A caring person. That's what I would say.
Okay, so one of the biggest things, just people in general, our biggest strengths can also be our biggest weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so one of the things all right, you said 3 things. I'm gonna list the 3. So one of the biggest things I think that's super attractive right off the bat is a good listener. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like. I'll tell you, one of my pet peeves is like when you talking and somebody constantly cutting you off. Huge pet peeve of mine, Joe.
You made a whole story on this.
Like, you made it.
You made a whole story on this. You posted on your story like, I hate when folks.
Oh, you right. I did, yo. Because like so many times, that's how I know you're not really listening. That's how I know you're not really listening.
You can't wait to say your point.
You are listening to respond. You're not listening to hear me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are night and day difference.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of game in that. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that with the light bulb go off with that, like you got the whole game down pack already. You know what I'm saying? So like really listen and like have a person feel like they're being heard and you're constantly, and sometimes it's like not ill intention. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have some friends and people that I know like they're not intentionally trying to do that, but like short attention span, whatever.
Yeah.
So being a good listener, being kind. Being kind / thoughtful.
Oh, I missed my 2 then. My fault.
Wait.
But I was like, damn.
Yeah. So being kind is, man, that's actually one of the like love psychology's biggest like attractive traits. Just kindness in general and like a good sense of humor. Okay. And by a sense of humor, someone that thinks my jokes is funny.
Only your jokes.
No. You better laugh. You better laugh at it. You better laugh. I'm just kidding. Now you can stay up. You can you can make funny remarks. You're funny as well.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying. Like we just had.
So your 3 is what again?
So a good listener, a kind girl, and then also a sense of humor.
I like that. I like that.
Honestly, man, I'm gonna go with communication, but I think we kind of all like touched a little bit of that. Like, communication is big for me.
Huge.
You got to be able to talk to me. You got to be able to converse.
Yeah.
Give me your ideas.
Converse.
Yeah, you got to be able to do it.
Word of the day.
Converse.
Yeah. Microcosm and
converse. You hit that on the head, bro. Like I can't tell you how many times. Like okay, when I go on a date. I'm watching how you treat the waiter or waitress.
That's important.
I want to see how you react to that person. Are you being rude? Are you being kind? Like this all matters because then that's going to translate to how you're going to treat me eventually. You know, so I really look at that. Your interest rate, like how interested or invested are you into getting to know me? You know, like if it's low. Then nah, I'm not rocking with that. I'm never gonna see you again.
It feel like an interview, like you know what I'm saying. Like it shouldn't feel like an interview.
Yeah, it shouldn't feel
be like a normal conversation.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I need to make sure that you are interested in being here just as much as me. If you're not, I promise you, I'm not about to work for it either.
Yeah, for real.
Talk about it.
Talk
about it.
Me too. Yeah, make sure y'all for real. You gotta come. You gotta
and you gotta dress. By the way, that's just like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like you gotta be fly. Look at me,
because Kermit put that thing on.
I put that thing on.
Yeah. Nah, somebody that knows how to dress well, that's super attractive. You know what I'm saying? You take care of yourself and things of that nature.
I gotta have my 2 now, right?
Yeah. You got it, bro.
So
you thought of it.
I have some great ones. I ain't gonna
yeah.
So caring, definitely a big one for me. How you are, what your mindset is like. If you're a negative person, I can't be around you.
Negative Nancy.
Because if you're always complaining how you treat the waiter, everything goes. If you're always complaining, I naturally can't be around you because I'm naturally a positive person. Like we all know this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm naturally gonna
sure.
be like,
That's rich for
the
sure.
waiter messed up. I'm gonna be like, yo, it's totally okay. It's all right.
You did a great job.
Like,
The
you're doing a
glass
great
is
job.
half
Yeah,
full.
like it's
The glass
okay.
is half
Like, I don't think you gotta make everything so negative. If something really bad happens, okay, we can complain about it for a second, but
Yeah.
there's always a resolution. So don't drag it. And then the last one would have to be mentally, how you are mentally. Like, I like an intelligent woman. Like, I think I only attract that, so that's beautiful. But I like an intelligent woman I can have a great conversation with on an upscale level. Like, let's talk about everything and not just the surface conversations. Let's talk about our futures in detail. So, like, I really truly enjoy a woman that can keep up. Or not keep up, or wanting to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's beautiful to me. Wow, what a great podcast, y'all.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun.
Another
Yeah.
banger.
Another banger, man. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
We said that at
Expect
the same
these-
time. We said that at the same
We said at the same time.
These
It was that accurate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
it
dead
is.
ass. Expect
All right.
these every week because you know what I mean. We
Yeah.
want to entertain. We want
All right.
to make y'all laugh. We
Yeah.
want to have y'all enjoy it and
Enlighten as well.
and we want that light bulb to go
Yeah.
off.
Yes.
That's it.
the
We trying to make
whole-
y'all think.
Yes.
We trying to
That's
make
it.
y'all
Yeah.
we trying to speak on things that we all think, but we don't say.
Exactly.
We're gonna be the ones that actually publicly say it out there and set the record straight on a lot of things.
No,
Big
facts.
facts.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
Wow, this is a great one. Episode 2, The Missing Lightbulb. My name is Rich Vocals.
Brody Styles.
KP.
Ooh, that was smooth.
Yeah.
That was smooth.
I'm gonna change my
That was smooth. That was smooth. I ain't gonna lie. Also, if you have any
Let's
questions
go.
that you want us to cover, comment down below. Send it to
Please.
the DM. I
Yeah.
love y'all reviews. We was going over all your reviews. We love the reviews. Keep them coming. And if you want us to cover a topic, just send it to us.
But you know what? Too, we gonna have to bring a guest on too.
Oh yes.
We want female perspectives as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
okay.
to converse back and forth with a
That
male
would be
perspective
intriguing.
and a female.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
nice.
Because I actually been getting hit up several times, like, "Yo, you need to talk about this. You need to say that. You need to hear it." So we gonna definitely
Yeah,
do
we
that.
can do that.
And
All
and we
right.
make some shake.
The Missing Lightbulb,
We
episode
out.
2. We out, man.